Every time I talk about my love for clowning with my mom, she reminds me of this outfit. Of course you would become a clown, she laughs. You've always been one. This past spring, I participated in a humanitarian clown workshop in Guatemala City with Patch Adams. In just 1 week, I learned the magic of the red nose. From the moment we gathered outside the gates of the psych ward with faces staring out at us, blank, I knew we were somewhere different. Payasos! I was overtaken with kisses and hugs coated in saliva, snot, and who knows what else. It was as though we were the visitors of the forgotten people. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to interact. A familiar feeling that I had experienced so many times already that week. The challenge of taking on the enormous responsibility that my red nose gave me. Fearlessness in participating in the simplicity, yet for some reason such a difficult thing to achieve in our world today. Human connection. Love with strangers. It's your choice to enter the barred-off room, but I highly suggest you try to go in if you feel comfortable. It's my favorite place to play, Patch had told us before the trip. The most severe cases were in there, as well as those who tended to have angry outbursts. I already didn't know what I was doing, so I walked in. Excitement, scared, attempt for connection, sometimes response, other times completely ignored. It wasn't about getting satisfaction in knowing we changed someone's life. It was about being there. Our presence would be taken as it was. For the ones on the floor, clowns were singing and laying with them. But what about this boy who was pulling on my hand, talking to me in words I didn't understand? He wanted to play. Did he understand Spanish even though he couldn't speak it? He didn't respond when I tried talking to him in Spanish, although he would respond to the nurses. Music came on. I looked at him. I had one more chance. His eyes sparkled. He grabbed my hand and we began to dance. He said. He seemed happy. So pleased I had come into his world instead of trying to pull him into mine. I couldn't understand Spanish anymore. I didn't know the English that came from my fellow clowns' mouths. I had learned a new language. My hand was grabbed yet again, and I was pulled out of the room on a tour of the building. His bedroom, the bathrooms, the playground, and lastly, his favorite spot, the one he kept pulling me back to every time after showing me each nook and cranny in the playground, the fence next to the road. He shouted, pointing at people walking by as they sped up and turned their faces away, looking straight ahead as though we didn't exist, as though this building full of citizens were invisible. We received an occasional sympathetic smile, but no one stopped to say hello. I have a feeling that if I hadn't been standing there, the smiles would have been even less. It's hard for passerbys to ignore a tall blonde clown in a bright orange polka dot skirt and pink tutu.